Welcome boys and girls, Christine here with more of my campaign for Kislev in Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires as Boris Ursus. We have certainly made some lovely progress during the course of this campaign. In fact, I think I'm going to recruit some more units, maybe some artillery. Then again, Boris does have a pretty powerful army in terms of like auto resolve, so let's just get some flamethrowers. Why not? It's just fun. So the situation right here that I have is that Castalton is besieging Uzkulak. I've taken Carrickdoom from Arbol the Undefeated, Arbol the Useless, might as well call him that in this specific campaign. And I'm very close to winning this campaign, just a couple of more territories in, long campaign victory achieved. But first, I do want to finish off Arbol. It has been a long road there. And then finish off Archeon's vassals before, just basically calling it the day over here. Oh, we can recruit a couple of units. But anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deal with Corn over here, the last remnants of Arbol in this location. Oh, and it sadly is a settlement, because, of course it is. Like, reinforcements. Let's ambush some of the cornates. Cornflakes for breakfast. Okay, so that's one army. Where's... Oh, I guess... Oh, okay, so it's just going to be part of the garrison. Fair enough. Anyway, so I'll just leave these guys over here, including the big-ass freaking bear, and just take my guys and start advancing on their positions right here. Gotta be a bit careful, but this is why we have gyrocopters. This is why they are so damn useful, because they allow you that kind of capability in combat, whereby you can just, we'll just... Right, so they can take down any of the defenses right there. Alright, so 1 minute over yonder. I think I'm going to save these guys up though. Let's see if we can destroy that. Yeah, maybe not. Destroying that gun, that objective with bullets. Let's try and burn it though. Yes. It burns so sweet. Let's get our bear right here. So obviously winning this battle is not the problem. The problem is... So, gyrocopters with brimstone guns... I mean, I know that... Take it down. I know that people have a perception, if you will, about them. But honestly, they generally are quite useful because they are really good in these kind of situations. That flaming damage is not something to sneeze about. Okay, let's deal with that tower as well. Okay, so they've dealt with that. Also, because they're a freaking flying unit, they can, obviously just engage in their derpy little melee against the tower. And they're pretty decent at it, too. Destroying that tower. So one should not underestimate the capabilities on display over here. Okay, so we're going to throw a blizzard. We can also summon a guardian. Do a couple of things over here. We can get another blizzard. She also has a healing potion. Okay, so that tower is dealt with. Maybe I should move these armor cossars right here. Okay, get these fellows right in the thick of it. Scar Bloodwrath. Getting his ass whooped by an Ice Witch. Well, with a bit of help. A big, solid amount of help. I don't think she can necessarily do it. She doesn't have what it takes. Okay, so we move these fellows forward. Boom, boom, boom. Cast Warriors of Khorne with halberds. Alright, so that tower is gone. That tower... Oh, okay. We should probably deal with this. Scar Bloodwrath has been defeated. We can summon a Manticore if we want to. Now, obviously, spells are a bit of a questionable situation against Khorne, but they do work all the same. So we got some Bloodletters right there. Oh, pull back. I mean, there's no point in giving a shit about casualties, because that's pretty much going to be it for Khorne, but all the same. Why take unnecessary losses? And the thing about losses is that they prolong the battle. So, the way battles are ultimately dictated... I mean, I gotta remember that the majority of the enemy army is actually made up of freaking chariots. The army, not the garrison. Scar Bloodwrath is still in the thick of it. Boom, boom, boom. Now Hawks of Miska, let's see if we can do another blizzard. We can. Alright. I'm trying to... Let's see over here. To get some spells going. This is altogether a pretty decent army that they're throwing against me. I mean, minus the fact that they're freaking filled to the brim with Gore Beast chariots, but still. Alright, let's just fill them up. Send them in the fight. No more Winds of Magic, unfortunately. That was it. Well, mostly. Use that ability. I think they could use some help. Alright, pull him back. And the lady on the bear. Try and get some ranged advantages over there. Should I flank with the derpy little things? Well, we got a couple of bombs. So let's bring them away. There we go. That was Arbol, the quote-unquote undefeated. After 50 freaking... Glory to Kislev. Okay, victory. Let's just take it. Get rid of that. We don't need it. Upgrade these two. We got population surplus. Damn it. I should have taken that benefit while I still had the chance. Anyway, let's just get that unit experience right there. And we unfortunately can't get anything from the Ice Core because, like, once you get to that stage... Hold on, forget that. That's a siege. Can I win that? Yeah. It's gonna suck, but yes. I could just genuinely just freaking retreat. Get a lightning strike over here. You know, the crazy thing is, the reason you want to get lightning strike is not even because, oh, you need the combat potential. You freaking don't. But just because it reduces the kind of level of annoyance you have. So this army right here does not really stand much of a chance. The concern, if you will, with this element is the towers. Yeah. So we got some towers there, some towers there. You know what the weird part is of these kind of cast dwarf settlements, including Zarnagrun? The main gate is actually freaking undefended. That is no joke. So we can just easily blast it one way or another. Now, of course, you gotta be concerned about, like, the radius of those kind of towers there, but it's like, just whatever. So yeah, forget that. Just let's destroy... a bit of a reminder. So they got... what do they got? They got a hero. Various heroes, actually. Yeah, so just destroy those 2 towers on the sides. And then we send in Kostaltin to break through the gate. Because he actually can't freaking get the job done. Yeah, I'm not really concerned about most units. Like, their good units are not there. And so these guys are not really going to be able to, you know, do enough damage to stop me. Hello. Truth be told, they're not going to do enough damage in general. Yeah, those Exynos are just not good enough in that situation. Alright, so let's target these guys. Where are you guys getting hit at? Oh, cannons. We also have a restock capability, so worth remembering that. And Kostaltin's not too shabby in melee himself. I also managed to merge old items. I used the fusion item benefit. So we're gonna move our Streltsy right there. Yeah, that's just completely freaking pointless. We don't really have a way to deal with him though, do we? Well, we could try that. Nope. I'm killing my own guys. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna send some armor connoisseurs on the walls just because. Yeah, that's gonna... Holy shit. Oh shit. Blunderbusses. Well, now the real army shows up. I mean, of course, if this was a freaking field battle, this would be very, very freaking easy, but it's not a field battle. We could reduce the armor. Let's do this. Yeah, I know, he's silenced. They're all silenced. I just need to clear enough of a space. So I can deploy inside the city. I mean, I know that hell cannon is gonna be annoying, but... where is it coming from, anyway? So we got a hell cannon. It does have a lot of ammo, but I think we can deal with it. Yeah, the freaking Lamasus. Kill it. Now pay attention to what's going on over here, because we might live to regret it. You know, why am I bothering with these guys? Like, just fucking go kill everything in fucking sight. Alright. Yeah, the silence is strong in that one. Well, there goes my winds of magic. We need to blob them up together if we're really gonna use this. Alright, let's just get these guys in the city. Pay attention to what those frost forms are doing. I know Hell Cannon can hit Earth. Although in this specific case, it might end up hurting them more than it hurts me. Alright, send the... pull back, pull back. I obviously don't want to lose anything. So yeah, this is a scary situation a bit. What's that? By the time that thing runs out of ammo, my army will be freaking half dead. Thankfully, so will be so will theirs. I have an idea though. I can just take these guys. They have a good enough master and they're fast enough and durable enough that they can pick that fight. Like, I don't care if I lose them completely, there is enough to, you know, replenish and all that kind of stuff, so. But my interest is in trying to get around... Damn. Okay, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. But we can use that great statue of Ashut as a little cover. Alright, pull these guys back. To a degree, right? Obviously, there are limits. We can get some magical attacks. We can also start readying a bombardment over there of the walls. Like, a good portion of the enemy army is actually dead, so... Yeah, so just go kill him. Never forget, you got Streltsy. And they are a melee unit. Okay, we can send... Alright, pull back. He's gone. Oh, we're not playing that fucking game. It's not a game we want to play, I can tell you that much. Inefficient? Yeah, I admit. The problem is we'll need to deal with the... Yeah, I need to get these guys in. We'll need to deal with the Hell Cannon units. Because they are unbreakable. So even though their armor will, you know, degrade... Alright, once they're... Alright, they're breaking apart there. Alright, try and attack that one. While sending Consultant to deal with that one. Tricky affair. Most sieges are a joke, but yeah, just a combination of things. The higher tier of the settlement, the power of the garrison, you know, just those kind of things ended up being... a bit of a nuisance, suffice to say. I know using fire against cast orbs is a waste of fucking time, but all the same. We can send these two. Right, so most of them have broken off. Alright, let's get these Akshinas in melee. Alright, most of them are gone. Alright, that's gone. So we got some Hobgoblin Archers, some Kasdorf Warriors, and a Hell Cannon. It's really the Hell Cannon that I'm most concerned about, not really much else. Alright, pull these guys back. Oh, damn. What the hell? Okay. Alright, let's advance. Well, what we have left. I know, towers hitting us on both sides, but we still got a bit of a fight in us. Yeah, so it's just these guys. Is it? What the fuck else is... Of course, there were two hell cannons. Well, that was the most brutal battle of this entire campaign. But I did win for it. What I don't really know is if there's another army. Because I might just end up screwing myself over. Alright, so he doesn't have another army, thankfully. Or at least not as far as I can tell. And yeah, I did take some casualties, but it's fine. Let's get some Ice Guard. With... Glaives. And 2 with swords, why not? Oh, it worked out. Kind of. Badly. Do I need any kind of hero? Well, I think I'd want some Tsarguard capability of recruitment and some Hagwitch. Yep. I know. Messy. But you get to a point in a campaign where you just kind of don't give a shit. For her, leadership, armor, melee deck. Like, yeah, these are all kinds of melee benefits. Yeah, let's just get that. Yep. So I think I'm gonna send Boris Ursus into hell itself. But I'm also going to recruit another lord right here and get myself some winged lancers. Also switch to recruit capacity. I'm tempted. Yeah, let's just get some artillery. Maybe a frost worm. Or 2. I mean, I could get that kind of recruitment cost benefit. Why not? Yeah, let's just go with that. Yeah, the Ataman's residence. Let's just get some of these guys. No, I want 2 wing lancers and a regular Sargar. That'll do. And I also got 3 supporters with the Orthodoxy. And what do I want to get with the Orthodoxy? It's a good question. You know, getting flammable when you're fighting Chaos Dwarves is a pretty damn pointless benefit. But it would buff Boris Ursus. Bal Sermons, Torbal Him. No, I'm gonna wait. Get an extra supporter. So Catherine's setting up an ambush for Sigvold. That one is going to go deal with... I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Actually, I think I might just build this. Normally I don't build walls, but in this case I might make one exception. Because I know Sigvold is liable to attack that coastline. Okay, you can have it. I don't care. Like, it served its purpose. I do want to start freeing up regiments right now, simply because, you know, emergency recruitment situations, useful to have them. I wonder what's going on with Bellicor. Renovate the Grand Market. He does still have a benefit for 2 turns over there. Okay, Alright, she's gonna take that city. We got Sigvald right where we wanted him. $52. Yeah, I'm gonna get another hag, which when I can afford it. Lots of money. Hey, I should probably get something there. So this army will go deal with, well, what remains, really. Alright, we keep researching. Like, you know, that's the annoying factor about, like, some of this research is, like, you need to get so much shit to get this, right? Well, not necessarily so, right? There's just... Actually... So, Dwarven Anvils. Yeah, we need to get Dwarven Anvils. A battle against Sigvald. Once he's dead, and he will be, Right, so we're still at war with epidemia, so I might need to do a bit of emergency recruit. What about this Ataman? Still not ready. Is anyone else level up? No. This one. Like, I need to get them to rank 12. This has been freed up, so get a bit more benefits right there. Yeah, so I do want these kind of buildings. Maybe a bit of an economic building, but yeah, I do want a garrison building there. You never know what Wulfric is going to decide to do. Rebellion. Not there, not there. Not there, certainly. Yep. Well, ain't that a bit... We're gonna move an Ataman. Which one? This one. And look, if necessary, do I have any regiments right now unavailable? No. I could recruit some things locally there, because like with the Ataman move, that rebellion will just be, you know, crushed. So let's see what Katrin can do over here. It says Pyrrhic victory. Yep. It's kind of hilarious. I still haven't gotten this shit on Katrin. Orson's favored. Like, why would I bother with her magic skill? That's the reason Frost Maidens exist. Seriously, they're flat out better magic users. Or even a freaking Hag Witch. Like, just flat out the better magic users in a campaign. So what do I want to get with Katrin? It is a good question. I mean, I could get more Logisticon. Feels a bit pointless. How many points do I have? Alright, so let's start getting that magic skill line, because we're not going to use it. We're not going to use the points for anything else. Okay. I feel I have enough cavalry with it. Like, to be frank, let's be real here for a moment. This is fluff. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit or beat around the bush on this subject. This is pure fucking fluff. Okay, so we deal with that army, I think we're mostly okay. I mean, yeah, more money would be nice to get one of the landmarks there, but yep, just gonna deal with it. There we go. Just because I want the landmark in Kislev. Though we're already building it. No, we want this. So I need a bit more money. Not quite willing to declare war on Bellicor just yet. Can I declare war on Nakai? No. Well, I could, but... you know. Sylvania still stands strong, and I'm not really willing to piss them off yet. Like, I would really not want to go there. Anything. Like, I would hate to cancel any building right now. But, seems like I have to. So, cancel that, and this. There we go. Oh, I can still afford that. Okay. I think I'll sack these two settlements, because it's cheaper to actually rebuild them and get that massive influx of cash initially. I think I need more Orthodoxy supporters, though. Alright, so Catherine is going to stay comfortably over here. Now, the positive side of this is really the fact that I'm at war with only Sigvald and not his vassals. If I was at war with his vassals, that would be, generally speaking, more annoying. Sure, I'll join in your war against Vlad when you're actually winning it. And it's not a stalemate that he could turn around and screw me over very quickly. Alright, so she's gonna move there. She's gonna take this element. Buff the income. Okay then. Dwarf. Now I don't have enough movement range to reach that. Okay, another Ataman, put him there. Yep. That worked out. Now move him back. There we go. Why am I to do with you dwarves? So I don't even get the satisfaction. Yeah, still no regiments right now that I can recruit over here, so I need to... free up space. So get rid of these, get rid of these. That should free those two up. Where's another one? Get the mentor. More money. Switch that to a regular control commandment. Well, there's no need to. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. Boris Ursus will just move on. Catherine will deal with Sigva. There is. The one thing I was concerned about. No, I think Ungarum will just smash him to pieces. Okay. Or will he? I think I'm gonna take some territory from Greece to sell to Ungarum to solve the situation as it were over here. Yep, as expected. Norskins are shit. If you want a scientific explanation for what happened there with that auto-resolve. Norskins be bad. Okay, Katrin. Right, this army starts force marching over there. Don't need more troops right here. Income is 9,000. To attack Bellicor, to not attack Bellicor. Well, there is an option. One may not enjoy, but an option. Also, I can probably get him to declare war now. Although, maybe I should get Malachi to declare war on him. Maybe. There we go. Problem solved. I'm not gonna ask my allies on this one. Just me against Be'lakor. And his massive amounts of chosen. The fun continues. Alright, I think it's just gonna be faster going via the sea. Yeah, that army is not even worth looking at. Alright, public order is pretty okay. Well, not the best in the world. I think the UI needs to be updated with regards to these guys, though. Now let's just get distributor. Grade down one. So I think with Catherine, I probably want to fight this manually. Take over that settlement. This one I might want to stop in the Frozen Landing to get some troop recruitments. So we're out. Oh, speaking about an army. No. Yeah, dealing with the public order situation is questionable. Like, the thing is, you don't really have a downside that much for being a negative public order. And to be blunt about it, I don't think CA should change it where it's like, oh, I have to stay in the province doing squat with an army to manage it. That is a shit system of a campaign. It's always been like that. Yeah, so let's just get Draft Master. So I'm glad they moved away from that. Blizzard. Maybe, yeah, Blizzard. So we're gonna get another Hag Witch right there. Costalton. Person's favored. It's a weird army that he's leading, certainly not thematic. But I don't really care about... You know, some people really care about roleplay, I get it, but... I always am reminded of roleplay, how we used to treat those people back in World of Warcraft. It's like, it's a joke. You can't take it fucking seriously. Okay. So I don't. I mean, if you want to roleplay, that's your prerogative. But I just... Give me a gameplay reason. And don't get me wrong, there are certainly times in video games where I roleplay, and I know it's pointless. Like, you know, if I... Like, I'm a big believer in Fashion Souls. That's my thing. We all have our faults. That's mine. Though, to be fair, at least I do try and get armor that's functional, but just not necessarily the best. Or I just go fight the final boss of Elden Ring with Melania's fucking gear, because reasons. Okay, so what we got here? So it's 54. Well, We got the siege. We got 2 sieges. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go fight those sieges on my own time because I know they're dreadful to deal with. And look, the Kastorf sieges at least offer something interesting because they have that artillery that can screw you up. But other sieges not necessarily so much. So, yep. I think I'm gonna move Kostalton there, though. Should I declare war on Greece? Oh, I definitely am gonna fucking declare war on Greece. It's not even a fucking question. The only question is if I can drag the dwarves kicking and screaming behind me. I might, but I need money for it. 22 supporters on each side. You know, I'm kind of curious to see what happens, you know, if you get maxed out upgrades. Though, obviously, I'm still pretty far away from that. But all the same, like, you know, so I had the turn 67 campaign where I got about here. It's not really out of... I mean, I won't get there by turn 67, right? I'm a bit more spread out and all that kind of stuff, but it's not really that necessarily far removed. And I can tell you, that campaign went swimmingly in comparison to this one. We do have the freaking Epidemius, but he's about to get charged by the freaking dwarves. Speaking about charging the dwarves, though, yeah, so I don't have enough. Like, I would like to request that army, but I can't. Okay. So, go see and sign up.